he'll do that, and so he jumped up in this other class. In the other class, I teach him about the nouns and verbs and plural and subject. I mean singular and plural. And he take the test, and I show him in the dictionary how to find whether or not a word is a verb or a noun. And he got notes, and I tell him, this notes is for this, for the verbs. This other notes for the nouns and everything. And then I write it on a sheet of paper, on the same paper that is test. But most kids, they don't figure that out until like the last test. But he figured it out, and he don't even look at the notes on the big notes. That's all nice and made out real nice and pretty. Just my little scribbling and stuff on the side. And if I get a chance, I'll put it up in one of the videos. I can't. My computer screen got cracked. So, wow, my computer, my Mac, I gotta get it fixed. But this kid is smart. And if I was to, his reading, and oh my God, you would trip. And I got pictures, I got videos. My One English is a Google YouTube page. My One English, check it out. It's this one girl. She 6 or 7. She reads like if she's talking. That's the way she's reading. It's a trip. And I got other students on there too, but I want to try to get get this one kid, get a video of him. The parents, they let me take videos and stuff, but now I don't need the videos because I showed it to the ETJ, and one day I had a verbal grammar test, and just asking, I'm talking in English most of the time, and I think it's on there, and I got a lot of comments, well, you're just talking about grammar and this and that, and I'm like, well, how many of you guys can actually sit up in one of your English class with a 7 and 8 year, I think they're 7 and 8 or 8 and 9-year-old kids, and talk about grammar and plurals, and this is what we're talking about, like, what's the subject, they'll say it's a noun or something like that. Okay, what does A mean? A is equal to what number? It's 1. When can you use A? When do you don't use A? If it's countable or uncountable. They know about the nouns, it's a person, place, or a thing. A noun plus S is singular, no S is plural. That's a verb. A noun plus S is plural, and a noun minus S is singular. And they know about the verbs, a verb plus an action verb plus S is singular, and an action verb minus S is plural. And they know how to use A and the, and most Japanese people can't do that. And they know that and is used with vowel sounds. They know the is used when that subject is special. They're talking about a specific thing. I can give them a noun. They know pronouns. They know the difference between be verbs and action verbs. But that test, we were going to talk about action verbs because all the other stuff is easy and stuff. And these two girls, they're like great. And I got this one student, I think she's 9 or 8 now. She took the ACAN on the English 5-level test. And the max score is like 50, and she scored 40. And then she took the 4th level test, which is a higher level, and she scored a 46 on that. And I tell them, and I think one time I made a real big mistake about saying that going was a noun, but but then I was saying that even in I am going is a noun and all that stuff, but my grammar sucks, so I went and checked it out later and kind of found out that the main verb is actually going in those be verb sentences and stuff. But that's cool. But it really didn't matter because I don't teach grammar like that. I only teach like I am going. I only teach them how to put the I in an am, or the verb in the subject and matching the verb and stuff. And then I got a real easy way to show them how. I got these two formulas, man. It's just so easy for them. I mean, they'll go home and I'll say, hey, go home, use these papers, go home and make up your own sentences in Japanese and translate them in English. And they simple English. I mean, simple questions. They don't have and all that stuff in, no conjunctions and stuff like that. And they go home and make all kinds of stuff. And it's a trip, Some of the parents still don't understand. I keep trying to show them, but I don't know what's wrong with the parents. Don't make a trip. But those are some of the problems you might have. Now, you might go to a school and just have a great time. Some teachers like their school, and it's according to how you deal with them. But I don't know about all white people, but I do know some of them. They got this because Japanese kids are not white. And they got this. The way I look at it is, I tell them, I say, you guys teach these kids like they're inferior. I can't believe that you would teach these children. I mean, if they were your kids, you would teach your kids the way you teach these students out here, and it's just a trip, and then some of the topics they talk about, you're like, dang, man, you guys don't even know your own English and stuff, because I'll ask a question, they're like, oh, that's simple English, but then they have like a 20-year debate on, how to teach somebody, what's the definition of the, and it's just too easy. I'm like, okay, whatever. But there's going to be challenges for people that's coming out here. There's over 4,000, maybe 5,000 people on that list, and then there's a JALT list too, JALT, and those are the different parts, different English groups and stuff in Japan, and they're around the world too. And you might, ETJ is free, JALT, they might have a free part there too, but join them. And so you can get a real good feeling of what kind of area you're going to be working in. And if you come out here and I know a couple of brothers, they try to work at different schools, but they don't, out here they trying to say, oh, whites are better teachers and all this stuff and all this, and a lot of brothers get upset. But I just tell them, I said, you guys need to just make your own companies and go to these schools and do the bids and talk to the principal and stuff like that, because it's a lot of ways to make money teaching. You don't have to necessarily work in the school. It's a lot of privates and stuff, and you just got to see how much money you want to make and figure it out, and then go get your students and stuff. And because it's Japan, most of the people don't speak English, and I don't know, but just check it out. That's the best way to do it. Other than that, you go to Korea, Thailand and stuff, you're just going to have to deal with the people too and their attitudes and stuff like that. Like, one day I went to Hong Kong, maybe about maybe 12, 13 years ago. And I was on the subway, and this one dude got out the subway. This Chinese dude just cripped down. I ain't lying. He was in the croquettes, those slippers or something. I think those croquettes, I'm not sure, I forget. But he had all blue khakis. He had his blue rag on his head, blue rag that was all starched on the left side. His khakis, his shirt, everything was just starched with the lines in it and everything. And I was like bugging. I was like, what? And I'll tell you, this was like in 1990. I think it was 1997. And I was like, whoa. So, everywhere you're gonna go, they're gonna know who we are. You're gonna see us there, but it's just when you work and the people you deal with and stuff. And the best thing to do is, if you got someone that's talking crap, sometimes you got to put them in your face, put them in their place. But then, like, I had one friend, and I heard he had a job, and some white dude left, and he's black, and he went into the job, and the white dude was having problems in the States. He couldn't find work, so he called the office he was in Japan, and they said, okay. And they fired my friend to give that dude his job back because he had a family.